Welcome back to the 2024-25 TAB State Championships. It's All Ability Singles Round 4 action as we see the rain tumbling down on Michael Vassallo and his opponent Dez Cross from South Tamworth. In action for us here in the middle session today. We have seen a few showers, but we are hopeful that they're going to pass and there won't be any interruptions to the play. Nick Hind is my name. We're back here at Cherry Street Sports. Alongside me is Jason Pinnock. Jason, welcome back.
Thanks, Nick. Good to be back. And just as play's about to begin, the weather decided to open, the skies decided to open up. So looking forward to a cracker match here. As we said in the earlier stream, we know Dez Cross has been playing some phenomenal bowls. And he's up against a very, very well-credentialed player from Cabramatta in Michael Vassallo.
Yes, certainly Vass has been around the traps a while. He's a great character of the sport, and he's been thrilled to be on the stream. I stitched him up. I said he was going to be on the stream in the pairs earlier with good mate. Who was he playing with in the pairs? With Anthony Brown.
Yep.
And sadly, I had my rink numbers wrong. So we're here today. It's rink 8 we're playing on. We have switched greens from yesterday. Duncan, our greenkeeper's looking to give the middle green a bit of a rest. But we're here. We're cooped up under cover. And as we see, Dez Cross started well. Good adjustment on his first bowl. Vass with the big long back swing. Just looking to add on past his last.
We might, when we get a chance, we might have a look at some ladders and result standings and see where this match stands in context of results moving forward.
Yeah, Lee Stinson's been working hard today. He's by himself putting the results in, so they might just be a moment coming through because he's had to get everybody off, get them sorted out and get the players coming on. Vassallo with a change of hands now. He's looking to reach down on the left-handed forehand. And he's got this one pointed a bit better. How's his speed? Just sliding past.
So Dez early on sitting there, 2 shots. I'd love to get another one nice and close and
well, he'd love to do that. You're exactly right. Early doors, big chance to put a little bit of pressure on, and he's done it very well.
He has. This is a great opening end by Dez, and
chance to pick up probably 3 at the moment. Vassallo.
And just to make an adjustment of weight, but I think he's cut his grass too, so it's only early in the game, but that's a big opening end.
Well, Dez Cross has been in imperious form so far, has been looking perhaps the player to beat in this competition. And that's saying something when we've got the calibre of player that we've seen here. Aaron Kelly, of course, the defending champion. World champion James Reynolds. Anthony Brown, of course, very well credentialed. Even
Vass himself.
Even Vass himself.
I believe he's in the... Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he's also a para squad member.
Yes. So
Para Jackaroos.
3 shots to Dez Cross the first end. The marker was ribbing him before about not having a shave and a haircut for the live stream, but he's a good country boy, Dez.
He is, mate. He is.
And for all our mates at South Tamworth, I'm sure they'll be looking forward to watching him in action, as they've been doing this morning, with Anthony Kelly proving just too consistent, I think, in the end for Carolyn Nelson.
Yeah, he was superb. Showed his class, he did, in that second half of the game.
So we've seen some rain during the break, and it was almost hit us just as the players were heading back out onto the rink. But that has cleared, as the weather can do here on the northern rivers of New South Wales. It can just have short, sharp showers. we see Vassallo now. Going to reach up on the backhand.
Des, very proud South Tamworth member, and you will see that in the shots. You'll see in his wheels of his wheelchair, nice big placard of South Tamworth Bowling Club, their emblem. It's colour-coded some of the frame of his wheelchair in the South Tamworth colours.
He did say he was talking about taking the slicks off, though, and having to maybe go to the wet tyres
yes,
this afternoon, so for this middle session today. But the greens are holding up remarkably well. Duncan, as we've mentioned all through the coverage, has provided us with a tremendous surface. This is a better line here from Vassallo. If he can get past Dez. Yeah, well, he's done that. Yeah. So the first part was good. Vassallo's first bowl did end up just dropping into the beautifully manicured sandpit at the end of the rink there. As we see, Des, he gets it away nicely, doesn't he?
He does, actually, mate. Very, very fluent, easy, simple delivery.
And corrected absolutely beautifully. Have a look at that again. Here he comes, Dez Cross. Beautiful draw bowl. Puts the pressure straight back on Vassallo. So Vass looking to follow him down there. Probably needs to make contact to give himself a chance to draw a shot.
He's just underdone his line.
He's chipped that last bowl up into a reasonable second here, so Des can play this confidently, though. As I say, the bowl of Vassallo's the early bowl of Vassallo's did sail into the sand, so nothing behind. And Des will be looking to reach up, draw into the tee, and make a pair and really get off to a flyer in this
push through there. He got a little edge, but just lacking a tad bit of pace. So, one down here, Mick. I don't know what his options really are. It's going to be hard to draw that right off. Nothing behind either, so.
Well, it's a very aggressive track, and he's...
It is. Well, give it every chance down there, and he had nothing to lose.
No, it was only ever going to be one down you'd favour unless he got desperately unlucky, so... Looks to be here one shot to Desmond Cross. Wait for confirmation from Mark Gregg, who has confirmed one shot, so 4 shots to nil. So how was your break, Jace? Did you go and enjoy a cup of coffee? Did you have a little snack?
Had a little coffee, had a little bit of a chat with a couple of the local characters, volunteers who are marking here. Catch up with the ladies out the back selling some gear as well, and they're actually, the club here are in the middle of talks of unification of the men's and ladies clubs, so a little conversation around that and where they're at with it, and
yes, look, something that's, I think, we're seeing more and more clubs going down that path of unification, and we can see the benefits there where, we could work more closely together, refine your committee structure, re-establish perhaps a more fit-for-purpose committee structure too.
Yeah, most definitely, mate. Not that the committees here were struggling with resources to fill, but it may allow them to diversify and spread the resources and just maybe more volunteers but less work. Do you know what I mean?
Yep, absolutely.
So I think it's a really good thing for clubs to look at. Obviously if you've got a system that's working and not broke, don't fix it. But if you think there's opportunities to improve, have a good look into it.
As we see, Vassallo's just slid past there. But has stayed on, so gives Desmond Cross something to beat.
This hand, as we saw earlier, is the tighter of the two down that ditch side.
Yeah, his weight's been good though.
His weight was good, yep.
That's okay. So Vassallo look to get on the board here. He certainly had the line looking pretty good before.
Don't mind this line, just all down to his pace now. Well, could be enough for the shot.
No, it's going to be the argument. But Des wasting no time on the mat. He knows what he's got to do. Just correct that line.
Which he's done.
He's watching this intently too.
Now down to the pace.
Yeah, good correction from Des.
Yep.
That's number one. Vassallo might be tempted to change hands now. Got something to sit on the backhand. But probably enough draw with the breeze. I'm going to persevere on this forehand side.
Yeah, well, it's just another. It's an addition of 2 to 3 foot of weight, isn't it?
Well,
on his previous switch, he has done, I believe.
That's going to be close. So for Des, beating his last bowl will be the objective. You see this in the running.
Yeah, he's on a very good track again here, Des. Now it's just all down to the weight.
Asking it to turn. Probably didn't quite have to go, but Marker now having a very good look for us. And he favours
Wow.
the back bowl of Dez Cross. Well, our cameras can be deceiving. So Vass, he's using hand slide XGs. They're getting back pretty well with all the rain we've had, but that might be a little bit too much even for them.
Yeah, I think so.
So
Come up and have a look. They're saying it's 1 to Des, but the players will check it out. And
you see Des wishing that he'd had another metre or so of weight on that last one to get a second, but we'll wait until our marker confirms and Michael Vassallo gets down there. And one shot it is, so 5-0, Desmond Cross. Lee Simpson's come past and let us know he's got the ticker updating there for the progress scores, so you can follow along all your mates, all your friends, all your favourite players here at the 2024-25 Bowls New South Wales State Championships. We're going to try to bring you as much as we can.
if you're following this stream, let your friends know that we're on.
Well, let your friends know that this is the place to be here in beautiful sunny Ballina. There's a threat of blue sky now. It's breaking up again, so hopefully we can get through this match uninterrupted and the rest of the day. There's plenty of families around. Club's turned on another very good spread for us. I've gone and filled up my flask with tea for see me through this next match.
Yeah.
So in this section here, Dez Cross is undefeated through 3 matches. Aaron Kelly is currently provisionally sitting in second. Michael Vassallo's had one of each, 1 win, 1 loss and 1 bye. And he's drawn a nice one there.
Great
Vass.
starter bowl there by Michael.
So he's provisionally third, but the first 2 will go through, and then there's 2 next best qualifiers as well. So 8 making up our quarter-finalists in this Open Singles Championship. As Des looks to fire away on the backhand.
Yeah, just wanted to adjust the weight a bit more.
Well,
Looking for 2 metres. Well, he's got the weight.
Was through his own on the running surface there, but probably Vassallo still holding, and he's just confirming that. And yes, Mark Gregg says, 1 to you, brother.
Bass looking for something similar, maybe another couple of feet on his previous. He can play through his bowl, draw around and get behind.
Yeah, that's pretty well played, Vassallo.
Brilliant bowl there, so that'll be 2.
Now in section 2, we can let you know that Anthony Brown's top of that section. He's had 3 wins and a bye for 9 points. Jeff Seaton from Cabramatta and Ryan Wood from Cabramatta in second and third currently. This looks like a good change of hands here from Dez.
He's just got to get back a little bit further, give it every chance. Slid on through, did it stay up?
And then
Yes, it did.
And then in section 3, so James Reynolds currently on top, despite being knocked off by Ray Douglas, who's currently sitting in second, and Christine Constable from Maitland City in third provisionally at the moment. So after this game, we'll know who our quarterfinalists are going to be. You can check it on the BowlsLink results portal as we see a good effort there from Vassallo. That might well be in for 3. But Des knows his job here. He's got a nice open forehand. He's drawing to the tee. I mean, it's a drill you do 100 times a week, don't you?
He's on a very good track here, Nick. He just needs that pace. He's under that.
Got it.
He has played a clanger. Brilliant bowl there, Dez Cross. Looking at staring down the barrel of 3 down.
And it's forced Michael Vassallo to switch hands here, and I think he'll be reaching up with a bit of pace here.
Oh,
Jack
most
or bowl.
definitely. Yeah, plenty of opportunity there to get either.
Well,
is he going to get down enough? Not in time, no.
His pace was excellent for the shot he was looking for. But for Vassallo, he had it set up nicely there, but Dez Cross showing a bit of class there. Sneaking in for shot.
Yeah, like, great bowl there by Des. You know, scraped first 3 bowls were, you know, he seemed to be struggling, finding the weight. You know, the champion that he is, he knuckles down with his last to draw the absoluter. So that's a great shot of his wheelchair right there. I love it. Colour-coded. The club logo.
It almost looks like, the flash peacock feathers or something like that, the way that he's got it done. I reckon he's a bit of a lair, Des.
Well, I'm sure the locals at South Tamworth can let us know.
So I'll fade through there and just pick up. So you can see the flag in the background is starting to extend. We're getting the east nor'easter starting to come through. There's a few drops of rain again, but we're hopeful that this doesn't interrupt play. We've been very fortunate so far through nearly 2.5 days that we haven't lost any sessions to wet weather. As we see, a great start there from Des. He'll be very pleased with that. Nice line here from Vassallo, looking to get back down to the jack. Just a little bit shy of weight there. So Des just asking for where the jack is in relation to the bowl.
There we go.
There you go. So Greg said you're centre to centre, brother. So it can play a very similar shot. Oh, and he's immediately said he wants that wider. But he's got the weight to hold it here. He might just go guts his own bowl.
You know what? Well,
if you're Vassallo, you're probably going to persevere one more on the forehand, eh? No, he's switching.
what Des has done, he's got himself one behind there now. He's got the shot and one behind, so
So, yeah, not so much turn on that hand as we see Michael Vassallo just sliding past. Now, in the open reserve, in the reserve singles, which is the other competition that's being run concurrently here, I can let you know that Gail Schultz is on top of Section 1 with Fred McConnell from Coogin in second. Richard Rombouts, who has been very impressive from Bangalow, is on top of Section 2 in front of John Gibson and Mick Daly, who are both pretty close behind. And Rob Jordan probably not out of that either. Section 3, Luke Howard, who does look quite impressive from Singleton RSL.
Yeah, he does.
Is atop that section. But Mark Powell from Guyamere is breathing down his throat. As Vassallo.
Vassallo has answered beautifully, just what he needed. Drawn the shot.
So big sigh there from Des. He can probably attack this a little bit.
I think so, Nick. And look straight away, that line tells you he's attacking. Has he got the weight to hold, though?
He might get a result off the wide bolt. No, sail through the gate.
Through.
So Vassallo now a chance to get on the board.
Yeah, it's one of them ones, I think. You could see a safe bowl here.
I wouldn't ask him to be through it.
Maybe a practice. Just get the shot, get the control of the mat. And that's looking pretty safe.
Well, we've seen.
Well, you know what? It trailed on a bit more than I anticipated.
We've seen Dez Cross. He had no fear going the full freight here. So I wonder if Vassallo might say, we're going to try something a bit different. You see Des there saying, I just wanted to get down and get yours out. So one it is to Michael Vassallo. So congratulations to him. He's on the board. So, welcome to you wherever you're watching around Australia, around New South Wales, around the world. Nick Hind and Jason Pinnock here with you at Cherry Street Sports for the 2025 TAB Bowls New South Wales State Championships. The day has improved somewhat from where it was.
We have play, and that's the main thing.
Yeah.
We have play.
You know, it's a long way for a lot of these players to travel. We spoke about Rob Jordan from Tamworth with his 12-hour trek up here. As we see, Mark Greg is very, very deliberate with his placement of the jack.
You know what? It's something I've never really seen. You know, use of the bowls lifter as a marker.
Well,
not a bad tactic to employ.
If it works for him.
Exactly.
That's brilliant. So Vassallo just dropping short there. Just here in our effects marks, there's just a few pitter-patters on the tin roof that's above us here. As Dez Cross gets himself underway. And it started pretty well here.
This is a great opening bowl by Dez. Perfect.
And a knocker. There it is again. Straight down to the jack. Thank you very much. That's how we get started here.
And this is the sort of bowls we've seen Des produce over the last couple of days in both the pairs and singles disciplines. And I'm with you, Nick Hind. I think he is the man to beat, and that's a big thing to say amongst his company.
Well, there's some very well-credentialed players in this field and in every field that we've got here at the state championships. There's world champions, there's national champions, there's region champions everywhere, as far as the eye can see, obviously. And players who've had a lot of representative experience too amongst this field.
Oh, most definitely.
You know, just looking at the men's open singles, the state singles field for later on next week. You know, blokes like Brett Dupre. You know,
been there and done it, hasn't he?
Been there and done that. Representing Southeast region now.
Here comes Vass, comes down. Oh,
he's got himself a good second.
Well, you know what? He's changed the look of the head, so giving himself an option. So that's a very good bowl. He doesn't have much behind.
No.
Nothing behind. So Des will be looking maybe just to get one around the back again a little bit, probably cutting that margin between his furthest back bowl and the jack now.
Well, doesn't really want to contact Vassallo's bowl. That's the
No,
only
he
one to
doesn't.
avoid. So Mick can probably still get to it. If he gets the edge of his bowl, he can probably get Des off. And you see Des come whizzing down the green. Just going to assess what the situation is. Vassallo we see the left-hander. Lovely long backswing. And this is the sort of attacking line.
I don't know if he's got the weight to hold up. That hand is swinging.
Yeah,
Well,
now that nor'easter's come up.
actually, I'm surprised with that weight, Nick. I thought he would have been a lot more positive there.
Well, it's quite possible that he saw it, that he only needed one roll on his second shot,
Yep.
and it could have snuck past onto the jack, but as it turns out, so Dez Cross, he's come down to have a good look at the head, because he's got one still in the chamber.
This could be a practice bowl, Nelly. Nick, there's a little bit of danger there for Des.
So,
We see situations like this where players will be quite happy to take the one, but hey, let's have a practice and maybe draw the tee. To be handy for later on.
yeah, I can't see him making a number here without any risk.
Because he's got the one, but Michael does have second and third.
So Dez Cross, we'll see what the mindset is.
Playing the backhand.
Backhand with a bit of weight here. Well,
look at that sitting Michael out, I think. Well,
it shows some real positive intent there,
Did
doesn't
actually.
it? There was a chance at a three if he'd played that, exquisitely.
Yep.
But equally, I'm sure he'll be happy taking the one. And one shot it is. So Desmond Cross, 7-1. Now, when you break the game down into thirds, he's got the first part done. He's leading first to 7.
Get some messages through from some South Tamworth people I am, and saying Dez Cross, he's no lair, he's just a thoroughly good gentleman, and he's a passionate South Tamworth member.
Oh, and they're great ones to have at your club, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know. He says he's no lair, but he did threaten to show us where he had cut his hair this morning. That'll bring the fans back. Was the comment, but there's plenty here around. We're seeing lots of great support from the local fans, the local spectators, the local community really getting engaged. 3 clubs involved here with the state championships. All the action here at Cherry Street through to the conclusion of the mixed pairs, and then we bring in Alstonville and Club Lennox Sports, who are going to be fantastic co-hosts, I'm sure, Jason, for the duration.
Oh, brilliant clubs, and I tell you think these Ballina greens are sensational and top-notch.
I do.
Lennox and Alstonville also have the same greenkeeper. Their greens are just as immaculate. So the players will be very well looked after with the facilities that they come to, no matter which club that they attend.
So Vassallo's got a chance here to put some pressure on. Des just ran past a little bit, and Vassallo goes in and parks probably a bowl past Jack High. It's a good start there. Can improve on that. We are seeing to the right of screen, coming from right to left, is the breeze. That's the eastern side. That's where the coast is, the ocean, and the Richmond River.
Just got to run a little bit more here, Des. About a metre short.
Well, looking over our right shoulder, we do believe Vassallo is holding shot. But yes, and that's confirmed. Greg's doing a good job for us out there. He's got the raincoat on still, but only the lightest of showers at the moment.
So, pretty wide line here by Vass. Now seeing that side turn, let's see how much it does have.
Well,
he got back pretty well.
Almost second prize there. If he'd got back a little bit closer to Desi's, I think that would have been absolutely optimal. But we're going to see Des on the forehand now. He can turn through his own, or he gets around and sits with Michael. This is a good track here.
He's tracked all right, but that pace has just held him out a tad. So give it every chance down there, Des did. I think Vass will be looking to knock one right on top of this. Even just that tiny tickle of the jack.
Looking intently as he gets the bowl away, Michael Vassallo.
And he has got a narrower line from his previous. So has he now got the pace? I think he's just slightly underdone with pace. We see him finish on the centre line. So, well, Des... play a similar bowl, adjust the weight a little bit.
See the focus on both these players' faces.
Well, his line is very good.
If he's tidied up his weight here, I think this is going to go very close, Jason.
He makes contact with that.
He's tidied that up very nicely.
He definitely got the shot. Might have made two because he did push that bowl.
As we watch on the replay.
A great bowl by Des. Again, down on the head with his last bowl, changing the situation, putting the pressure back onto Vass. And
it was a good track, but he gave up on it pretty early there, Michael. So 1 and a look here is what we think for Dez Cross.
Only a slight touch on that bowl. Was it enough to bring in his front one?
So we can zoom in here and have a good look. And one shot is all. So clearly Des knew it when he got down there. It was only going to be one. So he's off to a good start here, but Vassallo is starting to put some pressure on him and making him play some really good bowls if he's going to be getting shots. So Dez Cross going back to a longer length.
Yeah, this is a tactic we've noticed early with Des. He's favouring that slightly longer length, and there'll be...
As we see, the fine jar is going to come out for our marker there. He's missed his mark. He's been very good, and Desi's giving him a...
Good to see some friendly banter out on green. And
look, he's not the only one who's made a blue today. Fantastic to have your company here. We're really enjoying this contest. These players are just having so much fun, and it's infectious. We're having a great time behind the scenes.
Pretty good opener there by Des. All right. First bowl very important here, and Vass has come down perfectly to sit in behind. Much needed, and I'm sure that'll give Vass some more confidence moving forward. Early on in this game, it's where Vass has just been lacking with his first two bowls, not in that area, and that can really make things hard if you're having to do something with your third and fourth all the time.
Just a couple of legends coming past here on screen. Desi's just pushed that one through a little bit. And Vassallo looking to add
wildlife. Well, he's finished in all right home there, Vass. It's in behind. Finishing in better spots. We saw earlier in the early ends, he's a little bit short. Des isn't happy with that one either, so...
No. So you can see, I mean, this is really meaningful for these players. They want to strive to show their best. And Vassallo now with a real chance for putting the pressure on. I think he might be a bit disappointed with himself there too. Not the right time to drop one short.
No, yeah, nothing for short there for Vass, but still opportunity here for Dez, and we'll see if he can. We've seen in previous ends, his last bowl's been pretty clutch for him.
Just waiting, there's another marker's moving up the rink there, so he's just taking a moment. He's away now, and again on an attacking line.
Very attacking line.
Well, we see Vassallo's bowl has fallen over.
Oh, he's just floated under.
And I reckon had Michael's bowl not fallen over, that might have been a big chance of contacting it.
Yep.
So Vassallo now, chance to make 2, touch on the jack for 3 potentially. Can draw this.
I really like his line here,
confident. Nick. Yeah, well played here, Mick Vassallo. Well played,
push
buddy.
A little bit of jack. Well, has he made 3 of that?
Well, let's have a look here on the replay. Vassallo comes steaming down on his forehand.
That is a superb
squeezes
bowl.
the jack and maybe makes 3. Fantastic bowl.
Yep.
And 3 shots indicated. So
well, that's a confidence booster if I've ever seen one. And it was all started from Vass's first bowl, where he put that one just in behind the jacket, set the whole end up for him. Give him that opportunity with his last bowl to make that number.
Yeah, no, you can be proud of that. It was a lovely bowl. We see, here's a shot of the breeze. So it is picking up. The flags are starting to extend here at Cherry Street Sports. And Vassallo going to get us underway here.
Probably a little bit of a loose end on Desi's performance so far, but
you can see he was sort of chastising himself through the end. The towel went on the face. He's having a big drink of water now, so he might be...
Means a lot, mate. Means a lot to these players.
Yeah.
Important now. Put it behind. New end.
Well, you see the players who can put that behind them. There's often a chance to get stuck in your own head, particularly in singles.
No one to talk to out there except yourself, is there?
No, and if you just giving yourself a hammering the whole time, it's not going to help you out. The great Jimmy Whitehead, who many of our viewers would have listened to on the BV commentary, he used to say he'd just count to 10, and then after 10 seconds was up, that's it, it's over, it's gone.
Over and done with, yep.
As we see Dez, he's just going to slide past too. So
he has. He's got a good line, so he's got that straight away. He's got his line. Minor adjustment.
But this will be close to the shortest length these players have looked at yet. So Vassallo now. He's on a much tighter line here. And may not have timed the breeze too well because it's just died on him.
Might have got shot with that.
So have a look at Desi here. Big breath. Focus.
Well, he's on a very, very good line here, Desi is. This hand is turning very, very nicely. Run all the way up and onto the jack. Not quite, but...
Well, the marker was almost applauding on his way to the... going to get the spray chalk out of the pocket. Didn't quite get there. Vassallo looking to answer back now. This is probably tight for his bowls.
Yes, we've seen Michael having to be that little bit outside that blue line on that hand. All right, chance for Dez now to put another one in there. And
yeah, Dez just taking a moment at the top of the picture there to reset. He's had a drink of water and wiped a bit of the sweat off. It is very steamy here at Cherry Street Sports.
That it is.
Been speaking with greenkeeper Elphick about some of the challenges in this climate with diseases in the grass. Dollar spot, one that's, it's almost hard to stop, isn't it?
Yeah, most definitely. It's something that the constant programs and spray programs, management programs for. It's a part of the environment here.
So Des now has his reset. Looking to add on here.
Well, he's on a good track again, Des.
He might have thought he was a bit quick out of the hand. You could see he's just sort of clenched his fist a little bit as if he was asking it to steady. So Vassallo's still a chance here. He's probably got, bowl and a half, two bowls to draw it. A little bit of contact. Might get it off. This is a better track here.
This is a better track for Michael.
Well, if he gets down here, Vassallo.
He's just got to get down. He just went through. Good home. So there's just a nice easy draw. Up onto his bowl and count. He looks a little tight there for line, but how's his pace?
Left it short, and you can see as he's rolling down the green there, he said, I wanted it out there. That's where it... Oh.
Yep. So, important pick up for Des. Just recently, just dropped the 3 previous and turns around, gets the shot here.
And one shot from our marker indicated. So 9-4 Dez Cross. That might be good for him as they go scooting some bowls back. He's going to get us underway. Now, coming up, of course, Jace, 4th, 5th and 6th of April. It's the tab closest to the Jack competition, so get ready for this. It's time to put your skills to the test. Tab closest to the Jack competition is happening during the 2025 State Championships at Cherry Street Sports, and everyone is welcome to take part. Simply roll your bowl as close to the Jack as possible for your chance to win a daily prize pack, including $100 club voucher, Frank Green coffee cup, and exclusive merch. But that, Jason Pinnock, is not all. Just by playing, you'll go into the draw to win a brand new set of TAB branded bowls. It's all happening from the 3rd to the 5th with multiple sessions across 3 days. We'll provide the bowls. No need to pre-register. Just turn up and take your shot. Billy Johnson's just walking past, which is fantastic while I'm doing the live read. T's and C's do apply. For full details, visit bowlsnsw.com.au or click the link in our YouTube bio. There we go. I've timed this beautifully. I've had 2 reads when the players are just taking their time getting the end started, and both times I've happened to have the media team walking past. It's wonderful how
they're loving it.
How that's being arranged. As we see Vassallo, that's a great start.
Great starter by Michael.
So plenty of activations while we're here. We've got lots of fun for everybody who is a bowler, is a non-bowler. Come and get involved. The club here is selling a bit of merch too, so there's Ballina merch. I'm going to definitely go home with a schooner holder.
Yeah, well, I went and bought some of the state championship merch. I got myself a shirt. Dez Cross comes down with an absolute perler. Little touch on the Jack.
Love to see a front hopper. And Vassallo. This is an important bowl here. You've got to get past. Contact through his own, get round the back, contact through the shot. Nothing for short.
He's played a good weight. Well,
he probably didn't want that touch. If he got a clear 8, he might have been back on the tee there, but improves his second shot. But for Des, it's a great bowler to go and just sit on.
Yeah, most definitely. Sitting Jack high, so good aiming point for Des now. To try and finish too, so he's out on that high line out there. This is coming to a pretty good home as well. He's just got to push past and around. Well, just pulled up a little bit.
Now we'll see what sort of weight Vassallo plays here, because he's only got 1 second. So he's got to be a little bit careful. He's having a little run up. Probably wants the hole now.
Oh,
You can see what he was thinking there, though. A kill is a respot here in this competition, so we can go back on the 2 metre mark if the jack goes out of bounds.
I wonder if that's something Des is looking at now.
Well, he's switched hands, so I think he's going to look to play cover. You know, if you can cover the tee and that side of the rink, that would be optimal. But I feel as though this one, and you can see from his body language as he rolls away there, he's not necessarily too happy with it. But it stayed up.
Stayed up and in bounds, just.
So I'll pull back there a little bit. And you can see that last bowl. So Vassallo looking to reach up through the forehand again. He's got to get under Dez.
Well, he's just got to get under it, and he's in it. Oh, a little unfortunate, but very good effort there.
Well, it was hard to play, that sort of speed because the ball still has to turn a little bit.
That's right. Yep.
So we can see it's one shot to Dez Cross, and he's the first to 10. So however you break the game down, that's often your goal. First to 7, first to 10, whatever it might be. And yes, that's what we've got from the marker.
I think Billy's competing in these championships at some stage throughout the event. Is that right, Nick?
Yes, yeah, he's having run. He's got a Belrose team through in the triples, I believe.
Ah, interesting.
So,
any other staff members involved, mate?
Lee Stinson will be in action as well, and the 4s.
Lee Stinson in the 4s. Who's Lee with?
There's a couple of no-hopers from Warilla.
Is he?
You may have heard of a few of them. So, no, it's good. Great to have everybody here. So, I can tell you this, Billy Johnson is with, let me find them here, with Michael Rawlings and Stephen Rawlings from Belrose. There's some good teams in the triples, in the men's triples. As we see, Des with a lovely start.
It's a great opening bowl.
And then you call this genius bowl here from Vassallo, and I'll find who leads within the 4s.
Okay, Michael, just onto that blue line. This is the tighter hand. Well, it just pushed out a little bit there too, so good weight.
So Stinson with Chris Green, Brendan Aquilina, Craig Roberts, and himself, of course, Lee Stinson. Now, that's not that Chris Green, not the other Chris Green, but the Warilla Chris Green.
Yeah.
There's a few Chris Greens in our sport. As we see, Desi immediately asked it to be wider, and then he's turned his back in disgust.
Did he give himself a live stream ring, Lee Stinson?
If he makes the final, he might get a run.
Okay. Vass just wanting to adjust, but he's just gone out past that blue line again.
Yeah, really need to stay tight on.
Yep. A little bit of pace veered him out a little bit as well, so a little bit of inconsistency with the players. I don't know if the greens...
I won't be playing any tricks, surely. Here we go. Might just need to play the windward side, though, to trust that the ball's going to
very
get
well
back.
down.
And, Des played a beauty.
And Des sticking to that wider side, finding a bit more truth in the turn, I'd imagine. Nick, well...
Vassallo's really tightened this one up.
He has really tightened this.
He can get a result, though, if he gets contact, but he's kicked a goal. So you're looking forward to bringing you some great coverage, some great action over another 13 days up here. We've got 16 days of events and some big names still to come. And Des is a bit disappointed with that. We'll see what Vassallo can do here, because he's got probably third wood.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But
He's
got
two down.
But he's got two at the back, so he might go
Well.
just seeking the jack again.
Well, it looks like he is, but
Plenty of purpose on it.
well, can he get a result off of this? Whoa. Well,
Dug one out.
he got one out, exactly.
So, well, Des got a couple of scores early. It's sort of just been ticking away here, tit for tat. Getting ones. And one shot confirmed, so...
Yeah, 11-4. We might have missed the last end, did we?
I was too busy reciting scores and players and
You were, mate.
No, you're exactly right. It's 11 shots now, Desmond Cross. 4 shots Michael Vassallo. And we'll see what sort of a comeback Vass can make here. He's shown that he's plenty capable. I'd be remiss if I didn't remind all our viewers that he did win the Jindabyne High Country Triples in December.
Very prestigious tournament.
Yes, the second ever running. And look, I'd be remiss to say if I didn't remind all our viewers that I won the first time. So that tells you what sort of quality of a field that is. But we have a great time down there, and Vass had plenty of help. Rob Hector was with him.
Oh, yeah.
Who's no slouch. He's up here assisting with some of the Cabramatta guys. And Mark Hubble was there too, who's no slouch.
And this is a very good opening bowl by Des.
Well, he's no slouch either, is he?
No.
So Vassallo.
Just wants to run on to that line. Just keep that run on.
Well, he's playing backhand around the clock here, so he must be feeling more confident with that hand. But he's certainly getting some more help coming in this direction. Heading towards the north, heading towards Lennox Head.
Okay, expect to see Des play another bit more positive weight here. He's got a good line, but not sure he's got the run for it. It'd be nice to see him get that one behind after.
Well, you can see his body language there. He said, wow.
Yeah, he wanted it behind too.
So perhaps, as you suggested, perhaps the moisture, and these greens have copped plenty, might be starting to play just a few little tricks.
Could be.
Whether they're in the mind or in the running. So Vassallo's parked jack high there, but yeah, Des certainly be looking to reach up and get to the jack ball past.
Most definitely. Yeah, right, it's all out there.
So
all right, Des.
watching it intently here.
He likes this.
How far down's it going to get?
Just missed that now. Well, he got the edge and flopped in. That's a good bowl.
So Vassallo on a more aggressive line here.
He is. Has he got the aggressive weight to go with it, though? Not quite well.
Oh, well, I don't know if that's the one that he wanted to be chipping up.
No. So Des again, nothing for short here. He can push through his bowls. Draw the jack. Neat. Just give it every chance to be a counter, though. He's on a very good track.
Well, they're both his coming up. On the left
He would
of
hope
screen.
he's up, and he isn't.
So, yes, just didn't quite.
Maybe more of a common theme we're seeing now, Nick. A lot more shorter bowls.
Well, as I say, these greens have copped an enormous amount of moisture. So to see them playing as well as they are is a credit to the staff. But there's only so much they can have, and maybe just the wear on them is starting to tell. Or maybe it's the wear on the players. This is their third day of competition. They might be getting a bit weary. I know I do.
Yes, this is true. So
Vassallo's on the right line.
Yeah,
He's
well,
left it short too, so 8 bowls, none of them reaching past the jack there.
and on a somewhat short to probably medium length, which is surprising. So,
there's
love to have a player mic out there and ask them what the conditions are like, to tell you the truth.
Well, it might be one of our initiatives that we've got Bowls New South Wales, this great streaming equipment. There's opportunities for all sorts of things. And it looks as though our measure is going to be called for the first time here.
And this is for the third shot. So 2 were taken out.
Well, we're a long way away, so I'm not going to make any suggestions on
While they're doing that,
who's got what.
a big shout out to our volunteers here at Ballina, but I'd like to just also do a shout out to Cabramatta. The volunteers that they've sent along for their competitors. We see them out there helping them out, with the use of their wheelchairs and bowls, kicking bowls, etc. It's really good to see a club, which is one of our premier clubs in the state, putting those resources into their all abilities players. And yeah, well done to Cabramatta.
And it ended up being 3 shots to
Was
Dez. No, well done. I think I heartily agree with your comments there, Jace. They are one of the premier clubs in the country.
Yeah.
And the support they provide for their elite players in this competition, and all their players in all their competitions, really.
Oh, yeah.
It's second to none. So, credit to Cabra. They'll be one of the hosts, of course, for our Champion of Champion events coming up in late April and early May with the pairs. So those draws will be online very, very soon. So do check your emails. I'm going to look to try to get something out to all the players, all the competitors in the next day or so, and I'll make that formal announcement of the draws being online. So Des, chance to finish with a flourish here.
14-4 is pretty telling and very important here for Vass to
Well, pick up a couple on the spin. That's really important. You know,
just win an end, I think, Nick, as well. But you're right.
You know, if he's any chance of winning this game, you feel he's going to have to pick up a couple of multiples in consecutive ends, ideally. This looks to be pretty well pointed here from Vassallo. Well played.
Excellent. Just what he needed. That'll be the shot.
And it was able to reach up and has given himself a good chance. He did note he's switched hands now. He's playing with the wind coming this way.
Yes. And Des has swapped here.
Well, he might be looking to sit Vassallo at the back. Just clipped him out there, but hasn't done enough. Vassallo.
Yeah, pretty good track here for Vass. Again, very, very good effort. Just that little bit of weight, maybe a counter. Hard to tell. He's definitely won.
Des didn't give much away there, but he's quickly spun the chair around and said, no, that's not for me. So we'll see what Vassallo can do here. He's got an incredible focus when he's on the mat like Vassallo, but as soon as he's off the green and away from it, he's one of the most joyous characters you'd ever have the pleasure of meeting. So
there we go.
query from Des. What's the situation, please? Measure for 2 was the comment from our marker. And this one might be a bit tight as well.
Well, depending on his run. It was a little tight and just didn't have the pace either to give it a chance in there, but I think Michael's played a few crackers down that backhand and the forehand.
Get the fine jar out.
He's in a good area here. It's all weight dependent because we know it'll come back.
Draws to the tee, yep.
He has drawn it.
Numero uno.
That is the absoluta, so.
So now we'll see. Count them up. Can Vassallo pick up a multiple, as I was calling for?
Well, it's a definite 2. Has he got the third one in?
Players are looking at it intently here, Des. He's pretty quick with that chair. He's got the assist on the back of it there. That gives him a bit of a boost. He can come screaming down this green. And marker has been called into action once again. Now we've got a great game coming up for you this afternoon. We've got more of the open pairs. It's going to be the semi-final where we're going to see Brad Gilbert and Aaron Kelly against Richard Rombaus, who's been super impressive, and John Gibson. So that's this afternoon.
Ooh.
2:15.
Couple of local boys up against each other. Richard from Bangalow and Brad from Casino.
So we've got an outcome here with the measure, and it is going to be 3 shots to Michael Vassallo. Really important now that he controls this length and gets something that on it straight away.
Yep.
But well done to Vass to pick it up, and as we see the mats coming
Same attack.
up.
Tactical change straight away by the Vass.
I was almost going to start singing up Cronulla there, but I'll keep my powder dry on that one.
Go for it, my friend, go for it.
I know you're a Sharkies man. There might be a game of rugby league on tonight, is there? Or...
Thursday night, yes, there is. I think it might be Penrith and Souths, as a matter of fact.
Very good. Well, I'll look forward to someone else bringing the coverage of that one. We're going to be off air probably by about 4:30. Vassallo's going to get us underway here. Trailing 14-7, but he's shown he's got the bowls in him. Just can he be consistent enough? You know, if he can nail it 3 or 4 ends on the spin here,
yep.
You know, this is really game on.
It is, Nick, and for Vass, it's all about just asking questions of Des, keeping him out there an extra end, keeping things as tight as possible.
Yeah, you don't want to make it easy for your opponent. Don't want to give them anything for free here. And a player the calibre of Dez Cross, he's going to take it.
Oh, for sure. You know, you've got to make Des win the game, not just leave it open for him to take it comfortably. So, we might see a change of hands here. Yeah, Vass is swapping over to his forehand now, I believe. This is the tighter side of the green, so... And
looks to have played it okay, though, mate. Even if he gets back to the tee here.
Look, he's finishing a very good home, just in behind. Very, very good.
So just a quick reminder, everybody. Bowls New South Wales is proud to partner with Skin Check Champions to offer free full-body skin checks during the TAB State Championships at Cherry Street Sports from tomorrow, Friday the 28th of March. Skin Check Champions is a not-for-profit organisation dedicated to raising awareness and improving access to life-saving skin cancer detection services. This fantastic service is open to all competitors, family and friends. Book your free skin check today. For full details, visit bowlsnsw.com.au or click the link in our YouTube bio. It's a great service. It's a great partnership. I've booked myself in. We spend lots of time in the sun as bowlers. And be really excited to have this partnership and this opportunity for our members to look after themselves. Vassallo.
Oh.
Well, a little touch there wouldn't have been the worst thing in the
No,
world.
you're right. Okay.
You know, the little late cut there, just tuck it away. He would have had a couple lined up there. Dez going to look to reach up through his own here, and I think he's out a bit too high.
Yeah, he is trying to play that bit a little bit more positive and just floated it out.
Well, for Vass,
Did it stay up?
It did, yes.
Did, so it gives him a backward now, Dez.
But Vassallo, a little touch on the jack here. Could bring both those two back bowls in.
And I think he's just that little wide to get to jack, but fall inside that. Well,
zoom out, so that's the situation at the back of the rink there.
it's interesting here.
There's
This
that-
is only one down. Does he have a look at the shot bowl? But the danger is Jack. He's got the
he's got
best
the
back bowl.
Best back. I mean,
I'd be tempted to have a look.
he's played some aggressive shots already. This looks more controlled though.
Yeah, it is. I think he's just looking to play to push him, promotion of his own, any touch on anything. Well,
Or
don't
just-
worry about that. Let's just dead draw it.
Just draw it. As we look at this replay,
Brilliant bowl, Dez Cross.
sneaks under the front, gets inside Michael Vassallo's shot bowl and parks up number one, Dez Cross. Well done, mate.
Yeah, easy to get excited there and probably play the shot that I called, which I would have. Trying to get numbers quickly, but I think a really good option there by Dez. Get back to his solid game of drawing, draw the shot, get the control of the mat again and go again.
No, very sensible bowls there from Dez, as you say. It is easy to get excited sometimes, particularly when there's a little bit of a target. Oh, we've got the back, but
Yeah.
he backed himself, and he's showing he's got the skills here to really put the pressure on. Put the pressure on when he's under pressure as well.
That's right. Yeah.
Deliver a great bowl to get himself in the end and just extend that lead now back to 8 shots. Not quite in the springboard in the checkout zone. He asked for that one to hold, but it needed a little bit more petrol there.
Yeah, it's a good 6 foot short, that one. So opportunity for Vass now to get in early. Well, he's got one in behind anyway. All right, I like this track of Dez. Has he adjusted his weight? Well,
Not quite.
not quite enough. So Vass not mucking around, is he? Hey? He's
Well,
very, very quick.
straight on the mat.
Knows what he wants to do.
Oh, knows what he
And-
wants to do, and he's done it
And he's
pretty
done it.
handily as well. Thank you very much.
Great bowl there, Vass. Well done.
So, does he now? He's just assessing the situation here. He can play either hand still. The forehand can get underneath and get down underneath his front bowl, get down to the shot. Can draw it around. Either side's a really good result here if he's got just good confident draw weight.
Which I think he has, Nick.
Well,
Wow.
either side's a good
Dez
result.
Cross has produced the goods once again.
Watch that back again. As we called, sneaks around the outside of his own, gets down to the jack, gets a knocker, and gets the shot back. Vassallo now, as you say, quickly on the mat. He's
That's what
hunting.
he wants to do. He is hunting. He is hunting, but just drifting through.
I got away quickly. I was surprised with that weight how quickly it turned.
So Des again be wanting to play something similar. If he doesn't add and gets in behind would be great.
Give it a friend or sneak down, and if you can get Vassallo out.
Is he looking for the inside of Vassallo? He
certainly was. Jason Pinnock, he certainly was.
And he has finished a very good home too, Nick.
Yeah, risk versus reward here for Vass. How firm does he go? He's looking for it again.
Well, based on the previous one,
It is swoop. When you put weight on, it seems to be swooping, doesn't it?
Swooping there, aren't they? Yes. So, another one to Desi. Out 16-7.
One shot is the call from the marker, so 16-7. 5 shots away from getting the outcome he's certainly after. And, well, Vassallo's played a lot of really creditable bowls. As Des has been just a little bit too consistent, and he's played some real telling ones.
Well, he has. He's drawn touches when he's been down some good counts. You know, I think I can remember 3 occasions already in this game that he's drawn an absolute belter when he's been down 2 or 3. So goes to show he's back in his draw game. He's not trying to push through and get a result. He's
and easy to do when the greens are a bit heavier as well. You know, there are some players that might get a bit excited and just start raking.
Of course.
You know, he's still playing good, confident draw bowls and really creditable. So Jack now about 1.5 metres up the line. This is my length for BPL Cup, Jason Pinnock. This is my length, yeah.
Hey?
Don't want to give too many secrets away, but I have been...
You like the Matt up and Jack in the middle, do you?
I have been...
Matt middle, Jack middle.
To 3 regional finals and 2 state finals in BPL Cup. I reckon it's my format.
Yeah.
Plenty of opportunities for clubs to get involved with that too. Bowls Australia, BPL Cup.
BPL Cup, one of the fastest growing events out there. What a great format it is. If your club isn't involved already...
Well, why not?
I want to know why. Yeah, I want you to contact me. Very easy to get an event up and running. Simply check out the Bowls Australia website and go to our events tab. Search up for the BPL Cup, and there you'll find the competition manual and expression of interest for your club to host an event. You only need 4 entries for an event
to go ahead.
So,
well, my advice used to be, if you just get 4 teams from your own club, you guarantee someone from your joint to go
through. Every club in Australia should be hosting one. So,
and the opportunity to go expenses paid to Pine Rivers, where they do put on the hospitality for you. I've no doubt about that.
But also getting to mix with your state's BPL team as well. You get that little bit of support from New South Wales perspective.
Nice effort there from Vass, just a little bit over grass, but...
Yeah, so from New South Wales perspective, you get the chance to rub shoulders with probably the Mount Lewis Lions, or the Sydney Lions, I should say.
Sydney Saints are in there too. There's some pretty
Sydney Saints are in there now as well.
Players there.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. 12-team competition.
He's just rocked that in.
Well, there's still a fair way out both those bowls. And Vassallo has asked the question, which one is it, please? Greg the marker, he's wandering around and says, dunno. One of them.
He's unsure, so.
But Vassallo, it's a easy enough task here. Draw inside a metre. Easy enough when I say it from back here, of course.
Haven't played a bad shot yet, Nick.
Well, Vassallo hasn't played a bad one
He
here
has
either.
Played a bomb.
Well done, brother. Watch that one back in the running here. He's adjusted his line beautifully, sneaks down onto the jack, picks it up, goes with it. Michael Vassallo, well done, buddy.
That is going to be very hard for Des to get off. You know, it's nearly like Des is playing for a really good second wood here.
Oh, and he's not happy with that one.
He Must have missed that.
See that? Oh, the look on his face. He didn't like it. And so Vass, a free kick here for 2.
I would say it's a free kick.
You play the same bowl, don't you, Jace Pinnock?
You got to, mate. You've got your own coming in out there as well. Any touch on that brings it into the count. Just be positive.
Well, he can get through his own here.
Get through his own. That's enough for a second.
That'll do. You see Des at the top of your picture there, just giving a good round of applause.
Yeah, he knew that it was played in good weight, good area. It's 2 shots there. So Vass just hanging in there, asking the questions of Des.
Two shots confirmed.
Again, just letting Des know, look, you're not going to get this easily, mate. You're going to have to play some bombs to win this.
Yeah, well, he said, I'm still here. We did get away a little bit late. It was probably, 11:15. We got 2 hours 15 to get these games done. So there's no issues there with match time. We'll get this finished, no trouble at all. Unless, of course, it goes 1-1-1 and we get umpires. But I'm very confident that we'll see this to a conclusion. Let's just hope it's going to be as an exciting conclusion as you feel the game deserves. So as we look around from the commentary position, this is where we're looking. We can see all the players out on the green. Wes Falcon there watching on. Sherry Street Sports signage fluttering in the breeze. And Vassallo now looking to get down to a long jack. Back on the tee there, so back near the tee at least. A couple of feet up. Desi, this is about the highest line we've seen for his bowl.
It is too, and if he has got the right weight, it did come back pretty well. That's the shot.
Salo now. A bit of a hop, skip and a jump there. Putting a bit of shoulder behind this one. You see, it's an unusual delivery, but it's what's effective for him with his, his right side's not particularly strong, is the way that he might say.
No, that's
it.
right.
So he left arm with the backswing and left foot forward to take the weight. But it's very effective.
Oh, I think Des has really narrowed this one up. Yeah. Yeah, and look, there's no textbook delivery you should have to do. If you do the same thing over and over and over again, you make the tiny adjustments from there.
So Vassallo switched to the backhand now. We know this is the tight hand. This looks to be the right sort of a track for
he's
it.
Got a good run for it too, hasn't he?
And he left the duck poop on there as well. He must have been confident. Maybe it's gone the trip. I'm not sure. Marker's going to give us a good indication here. And yeah, 1 down is the call. So Des, we'll see which hand he chooses to play. It's still there for him on both sides. There's the backhand.
I think he's still a little under the line, but it depends on the
He
ball
might get a
pace.
nice little scrub there,
got
yes.
Got the little assistance off the front one.
He's probably not going to go running up the green high-fiving anybody for that, but...
Look, good weight in a fair area.
So we'll see what Vassallo's going to do. He's going to look to follow him down. And this is pretty positive weight here from Vass.
Very positive weight.
Well, he might get the same sort of scrub. Oh,
that's not what he wanted. I think he might be 2 down now.
Oh, dear. So he looked back at the marker there.
Yeah, there we go. Indication from the marker is 2, so Plenty of room here. I reckon this is a free kick. There's enough room for a third there.
Well,
A telling blow. Des is on a good track. This is all just down to his weight. And I tell you, he gets to that blue line and he is in, and he has done it brilliantly.
So Vassallo took a bit of a risk there.
He did take a risk. Didn't quite pay off. Made the situation worse, actually. And, credit to Des. He's jumped on and capitalised on that opportunity and pushed himself onto that springboard area. Wait for confirmation, but we are saying 3 shots. Yes.
So 19-9 now. Dez Cross into the checkout zone. He's on the springboard and could be potentially just one end away from going through. This has been a tight contest. Now, what has been a tight contest, but Desi's shown plenty of class here.
Oh, he has. And taken opportunities when they're presented himself, just like he did then. As we always say, saving shots is very, very important. But
yeah, just as important as gaining them, isn't it, sometimes?
Adding to a current count can be probably harder and just as important. So
as we see, good camaraderie there. Brad Gilbert in the top of your picture just coming past. He's rolling off the green. Results will be all in the Bowlslink results portal very shortly after the conclusion of all the matches.
It's a very good opening bowl there by Des. Brilliant. Mat length behind, on the line.
Vassallo on the high line, that has been favourable for his bowls, but perhaps not quite out there. Good guide though, you can correct from that. Watching that one intently there.
Yeah, just missing a little bit of run.
Is there a little twist and a turn yet to come in this game?
Oh, well.
Vassallo watching this intently as it goes down the rink. He's improved his line, but don't know that he's added the weight. Well, there might be in the argument there.
It is in the argument. Not sure what the position is there now, but
I'm thinking a change of hands might be coming here for Desmond.
It has to, no matter what the position is. Definite change of hands. Draw down to the jack.
If he can park his nose on it here, it's going to be pressure for Michael Vassallo.
I'll tell you what, he has played this very, very well. That is definitely shot now.
Could well be 2, so Vass asking our marker.
Vass is asking the question, so we'll get an indication now. Didn't see.
It looked like 2 fingers to me. So he's tightened this line up a fraction.
He has. Has he added that more positive weight? I think he has, Nick. Contact on his own.
Turn through that. Well, it might have rolled the wrong way.
Okay,
Marker being engaged again. He's wandering around into the next rink to have a look. One only.
One only now, the marker indicates.
So that's number 1. He's just indicated to us on the right-hand side of his screen. So Des.
Same as your last, Des. Ooh, that looks a little tight to me, Nick.
He's not going to
the weight either.
Well, he's not going to win it on this end unless there is a monumental blunder here from Vassallo. I can't see him clipping his own bowl out if he's playing good draw weight on the forehand there. He'd be desperately stiff if it trailed and he didn't go with it. Don't mind this sort of a track, but he's a bit quick, I think.
Yeah, he's played a positive, trying to look at the shot bowl. So,
So the marker did say it was one only. We'll await confirmation there from the players. I don't think Vassallo's going to give away two. And game. So one shot it is to Desi. 20 shots now to 9. So he needs one further shot to go through. And with a bye in the final round, that will see him topping the table in this section. You'd be very confident.
yeah, undefeated. That'll definitely get him top of the table. But not yet. He needs that one more shot.
Well, the last one's often so hard to come by, isn't it? You know, we've seen players get tight towards the end. I was very fortunate to win a singles game in the first round, 25-24. My opponent, he got a bit of stage fright towards the end there. And it's happened to the best of us. So Dez on this longer length. Looking to finish him off here. They're playing back in the right direction. He'll want to finish it going this way.
For sure, yeah. Back towards the club this direction. He wants another metre on his first. It's important here for Michael. Really dial in here, get a couple close. He's trying to get that first and second bowl to really do some damage early on. And
probably not enough first or second bowls that have got past the jack.
True.
Has been really limiting in what shots he can play. Because as soon as Dez puts his nose on one, he's got nothing at the back to bump it off to. So we see Dez, he's got a very deliberate routine here. Big breath, sets himself, holds onto the left wheel, delivers with the right arm. Saw Rob Jordan, he holds onto the back of the chair when he's letting his bowl go. Slightly different. You see this might grab a bit of jack.
Yeah,
sliding past.
I like that from Dez. He's got one behind. More positive draw. Gives himself an option.
So Vassallo now, important bowl this one. He's not going to get shot. He needs to at least be getting past.
Oh, and he's left it short. Well, Desi, big chance here. I wouldn't say to win the game right now, but he can definitely go a long way to locking this away. Front hopper will be the shot that he's looking for. He might be just a little under his line here, but as long as he's got positive weight to be up here. Well, a little short as well, so still chance for Vass.
Ooh. Tossed that out very high. It might have come back on Saturday before we had all this rain, but today, it's
and
pushing.
Look, it probably would have. That's what these greens are like.
Yeah, I've had the privilege of playing here on many occasions, and Cherry Street always offers a tremendous surface, no matter what the conditions.
Okay, I like this track. That's the area they're coming from. I just hope Desi has the run on this.
Well, he's parked up a little bit short.
Quite well.
Vassallo now.
We think he's down game.
To stay in the contest.
Well, again, I like his track straight away.
He's played it.
Tell you what,
He's played it.
Nick Hine, he has.
Or has he played it?
Well, not sure.
They're going to come down and have a look at this. The marker's indicating it's a tape, so we'll have a look at the other angle there, see if that can give us a better indication. So I favour it's between the front blue bowl and the red and blue at the back of Michael Vassallo. So Well, our man from Alstonville has got the tape out.
I reckon he'll have the chocks out first.
Which is it
Oh,
between?
no.
So this could be it's measure for the match here. Michael Vassallo 9 trails Desmond Cross 20. 21 gets Dez Cross out. We're measuring Desi's first. He's just coming to your picture there on the left-hand side of the screen. Dez Cross, South Tamworth, a representative. And we're going to go back to Vassallo here. And they're shaking hands.
There we go.
So, congratulations, Dez Cross. He is the victor here. 21 shots to 9 in a really exciting contest over Michael Vassallo. It's been great fun bringing this coverage to you. Now, don't forget, we've got a sensational game coming up this afternoon. We've got some pairs action in the semi-final, so do stay tuned. That's likely to kick off at about 2 o'clock, 2:15. Between 2 and 2:15 is our intent. But on behalf of Jason Pinnock, my name's Nick Hind. Thank you so much for joining us here from the Bowls New South Wales 2025 TAB State Championships from Cherry Street Sports. We'll be back with you in just over an hour.